So for today, my name is Aneisha. So I'll be presenting my website, which is SYX e-commerce website. Basically, it's a fashion website. So my hobby is that I love listening to music or going for concerts, and which I already done in my previous project. And I also like to travel, which I done in my previous project. So and lastly, I like go for online shopping. So which I will be doing for this Capstone project. My objective is that a fashion website that is clean and minimalist for those who love streetwear brand. So since I love shopping for clothes, but I usually do it online. So instead of going to stores to avoid traffic jams, I basically this website is for those people like me. So for today's presentation, I'll be sharing a fashion e-commerce website which I created on streetwear. So basically, a little bit of streetwear background. It has become a huge trend worldwide, especially among the youth. And here in Malaysia, one of the most well-known local streetwear brands is SVG Worldwide. So before I show you the app, I just want to share a bit about the background and what inspired me to create the website. So SVG Worldwide is a Malaysian streetwear brand founded by this guy, which name is Ashraf Anwar, and is one of the Malaysia's most high-profile local streetwear labels. So he began selling used clothes at 18, with just 50 ringgit, and later launched his first printed t-shirt, and now is becoming the most streetwear trending brand. And then at 25, this SVG Worldwide has gained profit for 5 millions, and it's around like USD around 1.1 million also. So and he has been collaborating with a few brands such as Neonate, which on August 2023, a collaboration with this brand showcased 83 looks along the Sepang International Circuits, and is the biggest streetwear runway shows. So basically in this runway shows, it has over like 3,000 guests and 300 crews. Next, on June 2024, he collaborated with Selangor FC, which is the most high-profile collaborators, and it have range like the Imperium crewneck and Travella varsity jacket incorporated Selangor and Palestine flag color as a social message. And this is the world largest street fashion show, which he held in February 2025. He made history in the Malaysian fashion industry, which he promote the season Spring Summer 2025 that held at the Sentul, and the collection blended storytelling, social statements, and impactful pop-ups. So this what shed significance light on the SVG growth. Next is a problem statement and target audience. So buying from online streetwear brands like SVG can be confusing when it comes to sizing, especially if the customer don't have a way to measure themselves. So without being able to try the clothes on or accurately check their body measurement, many shoppers feel unsure about what size to pick, which can lead to wrong purchases and return hassles, or even people giving up on buying altogether. So the target audience is the young adults and streetwear enthusiasts in Malaysia. So technical overview. So for the front end, I use React and Bootstrap. And then for the back end, I use Node and Express, as well as the PostgreSQL. For the tools, for the web scraping, I use Octopus. So basically, this is a no code. You just enter the website and you will extract all the information that you want. And then for the to dump all my products into database, I use Insomnia, which Safa recommended. Thanks to Safa. And then for the payment, I use Stripe. And then to do all of this project, I use VS Code. For the authentication, Firestore, and as well as the database, I use Firebase. And then but the Firebase I usually do for the image. So all the behind background for the database, I usually use Node and Express. And then to deploy, I use Vercel. So next is my challenges and overcome. So basically, I have like Chin, I have the same problem, which is to find a creativity on the front end design. So basically, how do I overcome it? I explore design ideas from brands like H&M, and then the website itself, the SVG Worldwide and Uniqlo. And then I also have troubles with the model and context provider. And although I already did like a few model before this, but it's still very hard for me. So what I did is that I opened like previous project, and then for the payment API, since I'm new to this, I use like ChatGPT and the Stripe document itself on how to use the payment. And then for the import JSON file into database, I also like use ChatGPT, because like I don't know how to import the file, and then actually you need to use Malta. And then I also have like problems in responsiveness, because at first I just do it like just without any responsiveness. I just do based on my laptop screen. And then so in the end, if I want to do like the responsiveness, I need to go like back and forth. So responsiveness, and then the card system is quite troublesome, because I have like so many endpoints for the card system. And then this is my architecture ERD. So basically, this I get it from Beaver, because the Neon console doesn't have you need to have like outer base to get the ERD diagram. So and currently my Neon console doesn't have the integration to get the ERD diagram, so I use Beaver. And then this is my architecture flowchart. So basically, what you do is that when you start, you go to a dashboard, and then you decide whether you want to log in or not. So if it's not, then you will start at a dashboard, and then you just can scroll or browse to the products. If you want to log in, then you can add the products into the cart, and then you can check out. Once you check out, it will direct you to payment. If you decided that you don't want to check out, then it will go back to the checkout page. Once if you have already done your payment, then it will go to the purchase history, which located at the profile, and done. So I'll give a sec if you want to try. So this is my website. So as you can see, I have like images. So user need to sign up. If you didn't sign up, then it will pop up as, you need to log in. Even the search bar also, you cannot just like randomly add. So this is my what's called footer. So I have like accordion. I use W3 School in this to do. and then I embed the Google API. As for the review, if you don't log in also, it's okay because it's a public review. But to do the review, you need to log in first. So to do login, you need to fill in the email, but the email you need to have like a valid email because you need to verify. So if you put wrong password, at the end they'll ask you to enter the correct password. So this is once you log in, you have like the card, the icon, the back icon, and then the profile as well as the logout. So if it's stated sold out, you cannot press the view details. So let's just say I add this item and then I add the bottom. I choose pink because it's very nice. And then I put, for example, like my width, my height, because like you're not sure which one you need to choose. So I have like a DIY for it. So don't expect it to be like very accurate. So this is the list, the cart item. So let's say if you increase the quantity, so at the order summary also it will increase the quantity as well the total cost. So if you want to change size, you see the bag also it will be added as well the old size and the new size because that's what I planned because I don't want it to somehow be deleted. And I think like mostly e-commerce also like Shein also they do it the same way. So let's say if I don't want, then I can just delete. So I also have like selected items, like say like usually I saw like Shopee, they have this kind of selected items where you either decide whether you want to purchase or not. So if you purchase, then this for the payment I use Stripe. So and Stripe will do the rest. So once done, it will redirect back to the dashboard. And to go to check your purchase history, you need to go back to the profile. Let's say I want to edit my profile. So once it's stated the alert, then you go back to the profile. So it will edit the edited profile is there. And then this is the purchase history that you purchased just now. Then I upload the images. So this one I use the Firebase. Since I don't have any like cute shots that is pink, I just use whatever picture I have. So it will show here at the review page. So I also have like the social media. So the social media is the SVG social media. So let's say if you log out and you want to see the review, it's still there. So this the view all is for the all products. As you can see just now, every time the user go to a new page, it will show the model. So I want the user to log in. It's somehow like attract user. And then this is the responsiveness. So if it's mobile, then I need to click the hamburger menu, then it will show. So that is my website. So what I have learned is that how to import JSON file into database using Express. So as I mentioned before, I need to use a library called Mortar to do this. And then I also need to search on how to use it. And then next, I learned how to do the SQL query on how to check if the product's ID is already added and just update the rest of it so it would not be duplicate. And then how to do the Stripe payment handling. And then next is to, because I have like troubles with the front end, how to connect, like integrate front end and back end. So I don't know how to use the method post or delete. So usually I use fetch. So that is like what I've learned. And then the object fit cover styles, which I use it during the project. And then this styles is for fill the entire container or images to get it cropped. And then I also knew how to use like input group tag, which is visually grouped with an input field, and then put video inside the website as well as the use location and URL search params. So this is for the session ID that is used in the Stripe handling. Next is the feedback and iteration. So I would like to thank Safa for this, for her feedback. So what she gave me feedback on my project is that instead of using the JSON file, because at first I scrape and then I turn it into API. So instead of doing like that, she just asked me to dump it into the database. And then so that's what I did. And then next, her feedback is that my pages is not responsive. So to make it responsive, and then I need to change the icon as well. I changed the payment because I don't have like any external API. So she mentioned that I can use like whatever external API for the payment. So I'm using Stripe. And then for my panel, I put it like far on the right. So she mentioned that panel should be in the center so that people naturally focus in the middle. So I changed the width of the panel. So next is the feature. So ensure products unduplicate in the database during data dump and check for existing entries before inserting. Seamless checkout and transaction via Stripe. DIY recommended sizing, search bar for looking specific products. For my future implementation, I want to make like a virtual try-ons using camera. So this one's which might be unsecure, so I want to make it more secureable. And then next, if the user not log in, they can still purchase the product, because currently my website is that user need to log in first, only then they can choose the product and add the discount for first time use, which normally e-commerce do that. Next is the summary. So the summary of all my projects is that user must log in to purchase the product. If unsure about the sizing, you can use the DIY recommended sizing tool. And then when an item is added, the quantity defaults is always be 1. So user can choose whether or not to select the items before proceeding to checkout.